Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and first off, I just want to say thank you so much, you guys. I'm sorry about yesterday, that was just woo, but you guys were awesome, such kind comments, and just so supportive, so I really appreciate you guys, and I wanted to say thank you. So we're going to continue work on this, and hopefully there won't be as many mess ups today, but I'm not going to promise anything because you just never know. Alright, so we got the inside pretty much done. The pockets are all stitched. I'm not going to stitch around these because I really don't want to add any lumpy bumpy things, you know, for writing for the recipes. So we got these big recipe cards, these recipe cards, and you could add more things in those pockets. So I think we'll do the cover. I also have some things that I sort of just quickly made this morning before I had to go feed percussion kids. I did get to feed kids today, you know, just a quick little slice of pizza, but it was good to see all the kids, so that was awesome. So I'm really not sure exactly what I want to put on the cover yet. I think I want to put this image, this Thanksgiving one, and I found this on New York Public Library public domain website. So you just go to New York Public Library and public domain. It has to be the public domain site because otherwise it just takes you to their library site and you can't find images on there that I'm aware of anyway. So if you type in public domain, it takes you to where you can search through all their images and things for, you know, what you're looking for. And I just looked under Thanksgiving. So I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. I'm having a pretty good one. Like I said, I got to go see the kids, so that's always good. There's not as many, obviously, for percussion camp as band camp, so next week there'll be lots more. I'll go feed them pizza again on Friday. That's always fun. I just wish we could feed them lunch all week like we normally do, but at least get to go that one day. So yeah, it's pretty broiling hot here, which I got all my stuff done again this morning, and I plan on not going out again. Yeah, heat and I are not friends. So okay, I think I'm going to do a little collaging, and I think I want to use some old book page. And this is just an annual report book for Los Angeles in 1781, or it was founded in 1781. I think this book's a little bit later, 1896 or something like that. But I love the pages because they're fabulous. And you can see it is falling apart, and it is not exciting reading because I've looked through it to try to, you know, make sure that it's just like this says medical examination referred to, and I don't know. It's just all kind of not stuff that we would really want to sit down and have a read. I mean, some of that stuff's a little bit fascinating from that time period, but I just kind of want a piece, you know, just because it's cool looking old paper in the background. We're just making our background. So yeah, it was, had a good night last night, just cut out some stuff, hung out with my family, which I love to do. This comes out of my Fall is in the Air, and I made that digital kit around fall last year. Makes sense, right? And that's the same time that Denise's fall kit came out as well. But they definitely are worth a revisit, I think. I mean, you know, I might be a little partial, but I think they're nice kits, so, and very, very fall-ish. and hers is called Fickle Fall, and she has the add-on on hers as well. So, and I'm using both of those. And I know I didn't show you the whole kit, but you'll be seeing more bits of it as we go along, and I'll show you some of the pages today and stuff, because I've got some of those. I think that'll look good behind there. It's just nice and kind of rustic looking or something. I don't know. And what else do we want to use? And this piece is out of Denise's. I don't want it behind. I love fall colors like the aubergine and you know, with the browns and the greens. And yes, fabulous, fabulous colors. I think we'll do something like that. So I love doing these envelope things, and they are great for sewing into signatures. Talking to a couple of the board members that were there today for our band parents group. You know, there were 3 of us total, so it wasn't like there were tons of us, but we were just talking about school this year, and I guess what's going to happen is the kids are going to go 2 days a week, and then the rest of the days they'll be online learning, and they'll alter days so that that way they're not all there on the same day, and you can have smaller class sizes and make it, you know, more conducive to sitting further apart and all that. So that was interesting to hear about all that. I mean, I've heard a few things that was kind of in the works, but I'm just glad that they're gonna at least go some, because I just don't think it's healthy for them to be online all the time. I think they need that, you know, teacher guidance and all that a lot. And just the socialization, just not healthy to be, you know, never around other kids and stuff. So I was happy to hear that they're at least going. I guess the elementary school teachers are going to have to keep the kids in masks, which for kindergarten, I'm not really sure how that's going to work out, because I've worked with preschool and kindergarten, first grade kids for a lot of years, and I don't know, hopefully it works out fine, but that's just real hard on them at that age, because they just don't really get it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them have been wearing masks, you know, on and off since all this started, but it's different every day and all, you know, the whole time you're at school and everything, so unlike going through one store or whatever. So, I don't know, hopefully it'll all be fine. I mean, what else do you do? At least they get to go, so that's the important part. It's just going to be hard to keep them masked up all day. So anyhow, that's what's going on in my world. It's real exciting stuff, right? I long for the days when we can talk about other things. I mean, I don't talk about it a whole bunch, but I think we're all just ready to be done with it. Alright, this one will go on here, and I really like that, with the Mayflower and all that there. I kind of feel like it needs something, but I'm not sure what, so let me put this down and then maybe I can add something. The one good thing with doing collaging is I can glue down the whole piece. It's supposed to be glued down. Me brain. I definitely think it had a lot to do with food. I mean, I'm not going to try to, you know, pin it on that, but I'm just saying I felt a lot better after I ate. I was a wreck. Oh, I have this too. That would kind of look cool. Mulberry paper. Got this from Cindy at Chopwood Creations. Yeah, that's cool. I love mulberry paper. It's a great thing. I don't know what else I'm going to put on there, but you know, that looks cool. Do we want to, I don't know if I really want a price, maybe one of Tina's numbers or something like that. If I can find them. Is there a brown one of those? There were some brownish colored ones. You know what, I probably have some in the ones that I didn't cut all out. Or, I think they are all cut out actually. I don't know what I did with them. Oh. No, that's stamps. I don't know. Too many different things and bags of things and yeah. Yeah, all that. I don't know, maybe the black is better. I had that, I don't want that big of a black or, you know, square on there. Little ones. Oh my word. Maybe if I cut it out it'll be better. I just think I like the darkness of it with the leaves up at the top. Yeah, I like that better. So there's that page. Oh look, there's a little one. What are you going to do, right? All you can do is laugh. Okay, I can pick these up, we're good. Is that a, no. Let me see which one will be better. the thumb hole is so small I can't really get my thumb out. I think the big one just looks better, so that's the one we're going with. Hopefully you all agree. And I'm going to use art glitter glue since we've got some fabrics and things here. Scale it down just a little because I noticed I don't really want it covering the Thanksgiving words there. I do like little bits like sticking up there. I should get some more mulberry paper. It's kind of a cool texture to have, just for something different. You know, you forget about stuff. When you haven't used it for a while, and then you use it again and you're like, oh yeah, I like that. Okay, let's get some ink on the edges here, even though it's coffee dyed, and I know it was all lovely coffee stained and I covered it all up, but it's just what we do sometimes. Kind of what happens. I just, you know, I wouldn't have wanted the white all the way around, so. Alright, on this side we have a little tricky thing because we have this pocket. But what I have made is I made another disaster yesterday and, you know, cut this page wrong because I was trimming down my edges of my pages so that in the journal they're all, you know, even. I didn't used to do that. And for some reason it worked, and now I can't ever get them to work, you know, be lined up right. But anyways, I was cutting it cut too much. So this page already had printed this on one side, which is out of Denise's kit, and this page on the other side. So I was looking at it and I'm like, that would kind of make a neat little flip book, you know, just to put in this pocket, because there's lots of writing space on that. And so I'm going to put this little shabby dabby doodah definition there that says home. I figured that's a good Thanksgiving thing because most people go home or have all their family at their home or whatever, so makes you think of home. So yeah, I figured that was a good one to put on there. And I just added this piece of coffee dyed paper there so that, you know, it could also be written on. I want that. Yeah, yesterday was, I just eventually stopped and left everything just kind of like, okay, I'm done for today. Before I like really mess something up. It just was not my day. Alright, that one's good. And then on the front I wanted a little something else on there, and so I found New York Public Library has old postcards as well, and I don't know if you can read that, it's probably really hard, but it's from the back of a postcard, and it says, "Save the drumstick for me." It was on a Thanksgiving postcard, so I thought that was cute. And she looks a little cheeky, so I thought maybe she would say, "Save the drumstick for me." And I'm just going to put a stamp right about there for that. And this is out of Denise's Spring Blooms Friendship Digi, so it is a different one, so I apologize for that, but I really liked those ladies. They're so cute. There's a few of them. So that's what I'm using, and I'm just going to kind of put it cattywampus there. I liked the color around that. I just thought it went good with the picture. I'm gonna put this on with this. Oops, helps if you do it right side up. Okay. Save the drumstick for me. That's cute. So that's a good little thing to write on, and that's just gonna, whoa, tuck in there. Oh, except you know what we need to do? We gotta decorate that a little bit. That envelope. We don't want our corners grabbing onto things. So I'll set that there. And we'll decorate this. Another piece of mulberry. That piece, I wonder if I could tear around it at all to get that cool. And my fingers are sticking to it, that might not work so good. It's kind of a texture thing. Do you guys do that? Like, my daughter cannot touch cotton balls. Yeah, I can't. Because it's sticking to my fingers. I need to wipe my fingers off. She can't touch cotton balls at all. And cotton balls don't bother me, but for some reason tearing that and then the glue, my hand's sticking to it, it's just not working. And one thing that really bothers me though, and it always has like my whole life, is when people lick like a tissue or a napkin or something to like clean off a kid's face or whatever. That whole licking of a napkin, or ugh, there's just no way. So needless to say, I never did that with my kids because I can't handle it. So I think I'm going to tear with this instead. I love the color and I love how it looks, but I can't do it. Okay, so yeah, that always, like some things have only started bugging me since I've gotten older, like little kids when their teeth are loose at school, and they would come up to me, Mrs. Lindsay, I have a loose tooth. It's like, oh my gosh, so cool, and be like, oh, don't, I can't, don't wiggle it, stop. I don't know why. I mean, I want to be excited for them because they're excited, but yeah. I'm just weird like that, I don't know. Actually, I can probably rip this because I've got this piece that I'm going to put along there. So, I don't know if those two really go very well together, but let's see what else we can come up with. We won't glue it down yet, we'll wait till we get more stuff on here. I don't know if that's going to look right. This is going to be the hard part because of I glued the flap down. So, note to self, don't glue the flap down until you get, you know, what you want on here. That would be my best advice. But yesterday I just didn't, it was one of those, oh, this might be cool, you know, sort of things, and I just glued it down. But in hindsight, I probably should have covered it first. It'd be cool to put some straw paper. Let's do, maybe if we do like this, out a little bit. And I got this from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I don't know if you can get it anywhere in the States. I haven't really tried. I don't think so, but you know, I don't know that for sure. So kind of want it to go a little bit into the pocket here if you don't destroy the whole thing. Yeah, so that's the only place I know of that you can get it, but I could be wrong, and if somebody knows, let me know. Don't think it's a thing here. I really do love it though, it's great. Okay, so I'm going to just tear this off. I just want it to kind of go in the pocket a little bit, just so it kind of looks like it continues instead of everything just being chopped off, you know. Okay, and we'll take off a little bit off the back, even though that edge was real cool. Okay, I think that will work. But yeah, if you collage it, or, you know, cover it first and then glue the flap down, it'd be way easier. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes, and then you just gotta wing it. Just put a new sponge on here, but it feels like it's already just disintegrating. It's the kind of pain about those. And it's probably the paper I've been using it on or whatever, but it's a little bit annoying. Straw paper is perfect for this journal. Sorry if you hear that squeaking, it's my belt, because I usually wear a belt. And then I lean on my craft table, because I stand while I do this stuff. And when I lean on it, my belt squeaks. And that's my clock downstairs, if you haven't heard that yet. On the hour, maybe I'll put it on the bottom. Here. And what else? Just not liking that. I feel like it needs, like, let me see. Like something across down here. Maybe if I just ink it, let me try that. And I know I'm covering up this cool flap, but I mean, you could leave it like that if you wanted to. This needs ink. I'm going to put this on, and then I don't think I'll put anything else. I just have to cut it because I pushed too hard on the glue. I need the dry one. Stick on my fingers. when you get too much glue, right? The dry ones work really well for picking up that glue, and then you don't smear it like you do with the wet ones. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. Can't decide whether I want this or not. I like it, but it kind of bothers me that it doesn't go all the way across. I have this one too. Yeah, I think I'll put it on there. Some people are saying yes, and some people are saying no. It's always the way, because we all see things differently. Oh my goodness, now it's like... And you know, you can probably, which is the cool part, wrinkle it a little bit. That would give it a little more pizzazz. Okay, so I'm good with it now. Alright, the other thing I did, and I need to get rid of this because it's just a mess. I got way carried away with the glue. Is these are from Artymaze, these tags. And she has them set close together, and I don't know if this is the intention or not, but I like it when I have these from her because you can fold them into like a little book, or you can fold them like this way, accordion kind of style, and yeah, they're just kind of fun to do like that. And so now you have a lot of space to write as compared to just having one tag. And I'm not going to poke the holes because, again, I want it to be written on, and since it's 3, I don't know, it's hard to tie stuff through there and all that. So on this particular one, I'm not going to do that, but I am going to decorate the front a little bit, and I'm going to use another one of these. And I probably am going to have to check my phone because I have a feeling it's my son, who I think just got out of percussion camp, and he probably wants to, yeah, just a minute. Okay, yes, it was my son. I knew it would be. Sorry about that. Like I said, I had to, you know, do that this morning, and so I didn't get to film this morning. I wanted to get all my other stuff done because it's hot. And my husband also was texting me at the same time, so everybody. We finally found, we've been looking for a new, like, ATV type thing because we have a quad, you know, just 4-wheel, and have had it for years, and it was fine for the longest time because I never rode because the kids were little, so you know, we couldn't take them with us and whatever, so a lot of times he would just go with buddies, you know, and ride, and so it was fine. But then we went, like I told you, a few weeks ago, and my son and husband went like 2 weeks before that, and the seat that we had is just like a little one you can buy to sit on a quad, you know, that kind of thing. Nothing great, and I got all bruised up. I was just a mess, and we had been looking for a new one before that anyway, just something that maybe had the 2 seats or the side-by-side seats. And but because of coronavirus, my husband's been looking for quite a while, and they're out everywhere because they're not building them anymore, or well, not anymore, but right now. And so he finally found one, and we're gonna go pick it up today. So it's the seats are side by side, so it's kind of like a little car sort of thing. But that's awesome because then we can both sit in a seat and we can go like metal collecting and, you know, just fun goofy stuff like that, because we've got quite a few trails in our area to go right on. So we're trying to find more things for the 2 of us to do because we can actually do more things now together. So yeah, I mean, we could have for quite a while now. The kids have been big enough, but it's just sort of coming around now, so that's the way it is. And it's also, you know, affording it and all of that, save money for it, and So we're gonna go pick that up at 4 today, so that'll be fun. All right, so I really like the way that came out. I think that is a lot of fun. I could put one of these down there. Cordial Thanksgiving greetings. And these came off of an old postcard. But yeah, we're gonna go for a ride this weekend with that and see how it goes. I can already tell you it'll have to be 1,000 times better than the last time. I was covered in bruises on my backside. It was not good. We're going to keep the other one, and then that way if my son wants to go with us, he can ride the quad on his own or whatever. My daughter's not too interested in all that much. I mean, yeah, sometimes, and you know, then she can go instead of me or whatever. But anywho, all right, so that's that. So it will go like this into a signature, for example, and I don't know if this is where it's going to end up, but this would actually be kind of a good spot because it looks really good with that right there. And then on this side, it looks like that. And so, you know, they're not right directly next to each other, but they are kind of space hogs, so it's not like you're going to want to make, you know, 3 of them for a book or a journal or something, because they make it fatty 2x4. So what I was thinking is Gayle Agostinelli, I saw her do something like this where she did it stitched paper like that, so you have a big pocket here and a big pocket here. Well, I'm thinking of having it on the outside, but it's the same idea, it's just turn the other direction is all. So this is Gayle's idea, not mine. So I'd have a big pocket here and then a big pocket on the other side of the signature. I'm not sure if I want to put it on this one though, but that's just where I had it when I was, you know, playing around with it earlier. So I have to figure out where I want it. And we don't want to get too close. I think I might leave that there. I like it with the green, the one we just made. I wonder if this one would be good. See, I love this page, and I don't really want to cover that. Yeah, you won't even be able to tell what in the world it is. Maybe the other spot is better. I just don't want to cover up all my writing spots. But I will be making more writing spots, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Do some big journaling cards. Maybe that one spot was the good spot. Let me see, or on here, this one might be good. Then I got that. That's a lot of coffee dye. You could do it just on a coffee dye page, because then that way you're not covering any design. I think I am going to go ahead and do it on that one. Okay, so I think we're just going to glue it for our purposes right now, and then down the line I will stitch it. I don't need that one right now. And it's a little bit bigger because, like I said, I had to trim these pages down a little bit to get them all to nest into each other right. And for some reason this page is shorter as far as this top point goes, which is kind of weird, but you know, whatever. Of paper, I don't know, you know, because they say it's 8.5 by 11, and sometimes I really don't think that it is. So, because I folded these two sides down, and that's all you're doing. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I folded it in half first so I knew where my center line was, and then just like you're folding a paper airplane or whatever, you're folding right into the middle and right into the middle like that to get those 2 pockets. And so I'm going to go ahead and glue these flaps down. I'm going to use my art glitter glue just because I want to get right up to these edges. But you can use whatever glue, it doesn't matter. You just want to hold the flaps down so that they're not catching on stuff. But it also kind of makes your pocket reinforced on the edge so it doesn't tear easily or something. because that'd be a bummer. Got a little fold in it there. So yeah, my husband was asking if I wanted to go with them. It's like, yeah, I want to go. That's fun. I forgot to look at how long I had been videoing. I do that all the time. We'll do this page and then we'll stop for today. So I just am lining up the bottom. And what I'm going to do is glue it. I'll put the glue on this page along the bottom. And just up the side as far as I need it, and you guys probably can't see. Oh, it's full. I was like, there's a hair on there. No, Amy, there's not. And just like up to here roughly, because that's where I see that pocket. And I'm going to put it right in the fold, and right down at the bottom, maybe. And then when I stitch it, I'll go, you know, all the way around kind of thing. But you can just do the glue. If you don't have a sewing machine, you don't have to stitch it. It would work fine with the glue. And I'm going to trim that if you're wondering why. It's just this page is for some reason longer than... sorry, this is crooked. It's because I trimmed this leaf one and I did not trim the other one, so that's why. But I'll trim it in just a minute. Going down along the side and across the bottom. It's sort of like having altered book pages, really, is what I think of when I see that. And the middle will get stitched anyway from being, you know, sewn into the signature. I better open this because I know I'll cut it crooked. So it doesn't have to be sewn down the middle. Can't deal with those because I need to get right up to the edge with me tiny scissors. And they are so tiny, but they work amazing for fussy cutting. They're just, I think, used for embroidery to snip your threads, but man, they're sharp and they're tiny. I just got them on Amazon. I mean, you can get craft ones too. I just like the size of these. And I'm a cheapskate, so I always look for the cheaper way to do it, and quite often the craft brands are more expensive for whatever reason. I'll put a little more glue right there. Always looking for a bargain. Go to the clearance racks first. That's what I taught my daughter. Because why not? If there's something there that you like, it's way better than paying full price. Alright, so that will go back in here. Okay, what did I do? This one was inside that one. That one goes like that. Okay, so then I can have a nice big journaling card in there because it's almost the same size as, you know, the whole page. So I'll have 2 large journaling cards in there. We've got our envelope. And then the cover I'm going to, it's just manila file folder cut at 9x6 because that's what I like, because then I can do the 8.5 by 11 size journal, or pages. So, and I'm going to decoupage all over the front, and I haven't totally decided what I'm going to do, but it's probably going to involve like some of this type of paper, maybe some tea bags. I'm thinking of doing some spraying of the mica powder with leaves. So yeah, I've got some things to try this weekend, but that's what I'm looking at for the cover, is that. And then it'll just be a nice little book that she can journal in about, you know, preparations. She wants to journal for preparations for the holidays to give her daughters. So like she wants a Thanksgiving one and a Christmas one, and then spots for recipes and just all that kind of stuff. So that's what this is going to be once it's all done. So I hope you guys liked that. And again, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being so kind about all my difficulties yesterday. You guys were just awesome. I didn't have one negative comment, so I really, really, really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. And I hope you have an awesome weekend, and we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.